Alright everyone, and welcome back to AOR Season 14, and this is F2 on Xbox One. And yeah, we're here for round 5 of the season today then. It is the Spanish Grand Prix at Catalunya. And yeah, as you can see, it is actually raining here in qualifying. And yeah, that's obviously going to have thrown a bit of a spanner in the works, really. As yeah, we're fighting the back end through turn 3 there. And yeah, we'll see what we can do then. It was actually drying up, I think, at this point. I think it started on full wet tyres. This was a while ago, so I can't really remember now. I think that's what it was. And yeah, we'll see how we can do then. We won the last race in Russia, and yeah, that was obviously something I was very happy about, and obviously I was hoping I can carry that momentum onto this race as well. Now, obviously we did the STS race here, and I didn't have a setup. Well, I didn't put my setup on, so yeah, I don't really feel that I showed fully what I could do, like in the dry conditions. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we're going to have a chance to do that again here, because yeah, I don't think I'm as quick in the wet here as I am in the dry. I do feel that I had more to show if it had been dry, but yeah, this is just how it is. We'll have to get on with it now, and yeah, we are improving a lot then from our full wet tyres time, as we're going to come across the line now then. And we improved to 5th for the time being. We get bumped back down to 7th though, but it actually looks like Gorsh and the Mercedes disconnected there from 4th, and also the Mighty Midget from 2nd has just gone as well. So yeah, that is unfortunate for them then, but that does mean that we should have just gained a whole row then on the grid as we go to the race end. And it is heavy rain for the start, and it's going to get drier throughout and actually end in dry conditions then, so that should be interesting. We'll see how we can do in this sort of mixed conditions race as we're on the grid now then, and the lights are coming on. And away we go then, and it is a decent start in the wet conditions here. Got a good start. Well, we're getting alongside Evan lap 2 on 2 then. It looks like we may just be edging ahead of him here, but we were quite cautious on the brakes into turn 1, and we do get a tap from behind there by, I think, the Toro Rosso, I'm not sure, but yeah, he goes through anyway. And yeah, we're back down then into 6th position, and yeah, we'll see if we can gain that place back. But yeah, skipping to the end of the lap then, we're always still very close here at the front, as Ellis it was at the front then, who is causing a bit of a train, but by the looks of things, as we cross the line then, and we've got a good run here then on Die Hard Fan, and we're getting alongside him, and it looks like we're going to breeze past then down the pit straight. And yeah, we managed to find our braking point for Zen1, and we are through and into 5th position. So yeah, back to where we started then. As we skip to later on in the lap now then, we see up at the front there side by side, and Bobbitts has had a hasp in there, and that has allowed us to move up into 4th place. Still very close here at the front of the field, and yeah, we're skipping on to lap 6, where it was drying up quite a bit now, and I decided that it was time to get onto the intermediate tyres, and so did P1R Brown there. And yeah, we'll both be coming in now then for our stop onto the intermediate tyres. And yeah, this is actually where I put on the subtitles for my race engineer, because that I just never hear it when when I have my headset in for some reason. I don't know why that is an issue on this game, but yeah, it's not really very helpful when you can't hear your engineer during like a lot of league races. So yeah, I had to put that on there. We rejoined then in 12th position. Looks like Herschel has come in somewhere behind us, and I think we were jumped by someone. I'm not sure. I think we were jumped by Poodle and all that. I think he came in a bit earlier than everyone else, and in fact a couple of laps later Matt actually pits now then. And yeah, it's pretty much as you were really. It doesn't seem like that made much of a difference pitting earlier. And we captured to the back then TK Poodle then, and yeah, he was on those tyres for quite a lot longer, well, a few laps longer than we had, and he seemed to be struggling for pace here. But unfortunately, I just couldn't get past him. You can see we're already on lap 16 now, and he does eventually now pit, and I just couldn't get past him, and that cost me so much time to those up in front. I don't really feel that I had as much pace, but still, it was quite frustrating because I just couldn't get the move done. And on to lap 22 now then, and we actually see P1R Brown there has actually had it off. I think he collided with Elias, who was just pitting. And our tyres were actually getting very old at this point. You can see we're nearly in puncture range, but the track was drying up, so it was getting very difficult here. I really didn't feel that it was time for the slick tyres though, because it still seemed quite damp and it only literally just stopped raining. So I came at this point thinking I'd just have to go into intermediates for a few laps and just suck it up really, but no, there were already people on the slick tyres, and at that point I was thinking I maybe screwed up quite a bit, because yeah, if people were going right on the slick tyres, then that's really not going to have been, well, we've just wasted a pit stop really. But I was sort of in a tough position there, because my tyres were literally going to puncture at any second, well they could have done. So I was really like backed into the corner. I didn't really want to be on slick tyres when it was like still too early. But coming on the next lap then, I put the limiter on, I go down to below 50, I accelerate, and the limiter does not limit me at 50, and I get a penalty. I mean, just what even is that? So we got a stop go penalty, which we are not serving then, and yeah, that means we've got 5 seconds out of our time. Obviously I'd try and appeal that if it made a difference, but yeah, that is just ridiculous. I've seen other people having that as well. Like, the limiter is, surely it should say what it says on the tin. So yeah, I don't really know why it would allow me to go up to 51 miles an hour and get a penalty in that situation, but okay. As we are now down to 7th place, unfortunately, because of that whole screw up with the tyres. And yeah, we're up the inside down a poodle into turn 5, and we're through into 6th position. And we've got Brown just in front of us then. We'll see if we can catch up to him, but we've also got to try and build up a 5-second gap if we really can. But yeah, Brown pulled away from me, but then I actually started to pick up my pace as well quite a bit, and I actually do set the fastest lap of the race on the penultimate lap. And yeah, we had built up a 5-second gap behind us at this point. And yeah, just a rather disappointing race. I mean, I still got to checkered flag, I guess. And yeah, I think we're the only person to score points to every race so far. So we crossed line then for 6th position. And yeah, it says we got a 10-second penalty, but yeah, we didn't. It actually only added 5 seconds onto my time, so I didn't bother like appealing that because it doesn't make a difference. But still, that's just ridiculous. It gives me a penalty that I shouldn't have had in the first place, and then it supposedly gives me another 5-second penalty, but doesn't actually add it on. So I mean, like, what even is this? Just like the masters of code strike again. And yeah, but whatever happens, then it literally like doesn't matter for like the results, because I cross line 6th, I am 6th, and like having those penalties taken off wouldn't have made a difference. So yeah, that is it then, first one. Obviously a bit of a disappointing result. As I said, if it had been dry, I really feel like I could have been right up there at the front, but it wasn't to be, and we'll have to just you know, take the points from this one and hopefully have a better result next time. So that is it for this one then. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like, if you did, let me know what you thought down below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.